This week on Cinematic Sound Radio. The Cinematic Sound Radio Network team joins me again to celebrate the holiday season by playing Christmas-themed music from a wide variety of film, TV, and video game scores. Join Eric Silver from The One Up Beat, Robert Daniels from Obscure Scores, Jason Drury from The Archive, and me, Eric Woods, for our festive annual Christmas Spectacular. So thank you very much for tuning in. Sit back, grab a cup of eggnog, pick up your feet, and relax as Cinematic Sound Radio begins now.
On the air and streaming on the web since 1996, this is Cinematic Sound.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the program. I'm Eric Woods, coming to you from Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. Hello to all of our listeners at cinematicsound.net or through Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever great podcasts are found. It's great to have you on board. If you're listening to this program on Apple Podcasts, please take the time to rate and review the show. A 5-star rating and a positive review helps the show climb the ranks and introduces potential new listeners to the show. We really appreciate any support from you. On today's program, it's our 2019 Christmas special. Before we begin, I just want to personally offer my thanks to the great team here at Cinematic Sound Radio. It's been a tough year for myself, yet the other hosts here on the network have kept things running smoothly. So I owe a debt of gratitude to Eric Silver from the One Up Beat, Jason Drury from The Archive, Randy Andrews from the Anime Spectacular, and Rob Daniels from Obscure Scores. Unfortunately, Brendan Shae-Mutala was unable to continue with his synth radio program here on the network called Breaking the Waves, and I just want to personally thank him for the 5 episodes he produced for the network, and we wish him well with all of his future endeavors. So that means we have a void to fill, and we are happy to be filling it in January with a show that's been produced for many years, but will be moved to Cinematic Sound Radio, and I can't wait to introduce you to the show and its wonderful, witty, sweet, and charming host in the new year. And, of course, before we get into the program, I just want to say a big thanks to our longtime voice of Cinematic Sound Radio, Tim Burden, and, of course, Cinematic Sound Radio's in-house composer, David Cosina. Guys, excellent work all around. So as we did last year with our 2018 Christmas special, I thought I would give everyone here on the Cinematic Sound Radio Network a segment on this year's program. Plus, that gives me less work to do myself. So on the show today, we're going to hear a wide variety of Christmas or winter-themed music, including a Diva's Christmas Carol, Donkey Kong Country, and Trading Places. Unfortunately, Randy Andrews was unable to join us this year. He's a very, very busy man, but we do have a new episode of the Anime Spectacular coming up for you this week. However, we will be opening up the program with my own selection from a 2018 Danish film called Julemandens Daughter, or All I Want for Christmas, with original score by Christian Ednes Andersen and Nicholas Schmidt. Andersen is an award-winning composer with more than 30 years of experience in film music and sound. He has designed sound and written scores for more than 100 films, including a long list of Lars von Trier productions. Nicholas Schmidt has written music for a number of feature films, documentaries and television series, including Astrid Lindgren's biopic Becoming Astrid in 2018, and as well as children's animation projects. All I Want for Christmas was directed by Christian Dikier, and the film tells the story of a 12-year-old named Lucia, who lives in Greenland with her mother, Claudia, and her father, Julius, who is working as a self-employed Santa. Lucia would also like to study the secrets of being Santa. However, only boys have access to the International Santa Claus School. Still, she is promised a place if she can find the cure for a mysterious disease. As for the score, it is not overly Christmassy, explains composer Schmidt in the press release for this album. Their idea was to make a lush, exciting, and compelling orchestral soundtrack to go with the story, one that could both underline the adventurous drama and would lift the more human side of the plot, where the preteen daughter of Santa Claus tries to find her spot in a Christmas realm heavy with traditions. It's a fun score, purely orchestral, wonderfully melodic, and of course, this score would have never seen the light of day if it wasn't for Mikkel Carlsen's wonderful soundtrack label, Movie Score Media. Over the years, they have released some fantastic soundtracks from smaller films, unknown composers. They've really given some composers their first sort of big break by releasing some of the soundtracks. Some early scores from composers like Peter Torprak, Daniel Pemberton, Ryan Shore, and various other composers have been released on this label. So many big composers got their first start with help from Mikkel Carlsen releasing some of their earliest works on Movie Score Media soundtracks. And also Benjamin Wallfish, another composer who's doing quite well these days. So here now is music from the 2018 Danish film called All I Want for Christmas, with original score composed by Christian Ednis Andersen and Nicholas Schmidt.
You're listening to the film, television, and video game music radio show, Cinematic Sound.
My name is Jason Drury. I have the honour and privilege of presenting the archive on Cinematic Sound Radio, and I've also enjoyed interviewing some fine people from the world of film and television music in the year 2019. Miguel de Oliveira, Logan Austin, Juliet Merchant, Brian Ranston, Paul Mills, Bruce Botnick, and Carl Feel. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, as well as two other people who I will not name, as their interviews are coming soon in 2020 on Cinematic Sound Radio. Now, my choice for the 2019 Christmas special is an American comedy film which is becoming, over time, a classic and was set during Christmas. Trading Places from 1983, directed by John Landis and starring Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. It tells the story of an upper-class commodities broker and a homeless street hustler whose lives cross paths when they are unknowingly made part of an elaborate bet. Ralph Bellamy, Don Amici, Denham Elliott, and Jamie Lee Curtis also star. The story is often called a modern take on Mark Twain's classic 19th century novel The Prince and the Pauper. The film earned over $90 million during its theatrical run in the United States, finishing as the fourth highest earning film of the year and the second highest earning R-rated film of 1983. Denham Elliott and Jamie Lee Curtis won awards for Best Actor in a Supporting Role and Best Actress in a Supporting Role, respectively, at the 37th British Academy Film Awards. The film was also nominated for several additional awards, including Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy at the 41st Golden Globe Awards. Now, Trading Places became one of Elmer Bernstein's most sophisticated comedic scores, but still contains its unmistakable musical voice, one that will stay in demand for comedies years after his work on Trading Places. Bernstein had been working with director John Landis on comedies since he scored Animal House in 1978, after the director came up with the inspired idea that a comedy would be even funnier if the music was scored completely straight. From then on, Bernstein became the go-to composer for a new breed of subversive movie comedies. For Trading Places, the film's subject matter called for a more sophisticated approach. It was Landis' suggestion that Bernstein's main title should work in Mozart's comedic opera The Marriage of Figaro into the music. Landis told the composer that he would like it to be the film's theme, and Bernstein utilises it quite a lot throughout his score. Bernstein also sprinkled the score with familiar musical references, an approach that harks back to the golden days of the film scores of Max Steiner. For example, he creates the feel of Edward Elgar's Pomp and Circumstance when the Duke brothers, Don Amici and Ralph Bellamy, head for their office in a limousine. In the opinion of his son, composer Peter Bernstein, Trading Places demonstrated his father's ability to raise his game higher when he was working on a film with a strong script. Trading Places had a very straight-through, character-orientated script of which his father liked that aspect. Apart from the obligatory man in a gorilla suit, there wasn't very much crazy stuff in it. So, here now is music from the acclaimed 1983 comedy film Trading Places, with original score composed and conducted by Elmer Bernstein. The original soundtrack recording is available from La La Land Records. From me, Jason Drury, to all Cinematic Sound Radio listeners, have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
The home for film, television, and video game music since 1996. This is Cinematic Sound.
It's Christmas time, and what's more Christmassy than freezing your ass off in a poorly heated apartment, sipping some hot chocolate or cider to try to keep warm, and dreaming about springtime. One of my favorite games of all time musically simulates that feeling. There's a certain beauty to the frozen paralysis, and that's also expressed in the music. Back when I was actually young, I played only a smattering of video games here or there, at the toy store, at a friend's house, but then I played 1994's Donkey Kong Country and couldn't stop. The beautiful visuals, the smooth controls, the art, the sound, and most of all, David Wise's perfect score. It's music that's a little different than what I normally play on my show, which is usually more live orchestra focused. But with this being the first Donkey Kong Country's 25th anniversary, and it being so much more than beeps and boops or ugly-sounding synthetic orchestra, I thought I'd make an exception. There's so much emotion here. It's almost more feeling than traditional music. I'm going to play winter tracks from the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country trilogy, so snuggle up, grab your hot beverage of choice, and enjoy.
Bringing you the very best of original music composed for films, television, and video games, this is Cinematic Sound.
Ah, yes. It's that time of year again. It's me, Rob Daniels, your obscure scores guy. And much like last year, my friend Eric requested us to bring you a score that fits with our individual speciality. Most of you are aware of the Charles Dickens classic A Christmas Carol. If not the book, then the 1951 Alistair Sim version, or if not that, at least the 1994 Muppet version. Maybe the Bill Murray version? However, you may not be aware of this one. 2000's TV movie A Diva's Christmas Carol. Ebony Scrooge is one of the world's most successful pop singers, yet her cold-hearted soul and nasty attitude makes her lack holiday cheer. Now, while in New York, Ebony is visited by her former singing partner, Marley Jacob, who claims that she will be visited by three spirits. Of course, the ghost of Christmas past, Christmas present, and ghost of Christmas future, who will hopefully turn Ebony's life around. Now, the music for this particular take of A Christmas Carol was written by composer Christopher Lennertz. While the score was not officially released, Chris was kind enough to provide me with a copy. So here is Christopher Lennert's score to A Diva's Christmas Carol. So there you have it. Christopher Leonard's score to A Diva's Christmas Carol. Who are you?
I am the ghost whose arrival was foretold.
Wait, aren't there supposed to be, 3 of you guys?
Oh, yeah. Budget cuts. You know how it is.
I guess, but I kind of think you got the wrong guy.
You're not Scrooge?
Nope.
Oh, man. I just got this one service, too. No guarantee that this will get me to the right place. Can you do a ghost a favor and do the thing?
What thing?
You know, God bless us, everyone. You know, that thing.
No problem. Anything to help a ghost out. But you know what? I think I got somebody better.
Rob was better than his word. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as a good old city ever knew, or any other good old city, town or borough in the good old world. And it was always said that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be truly said of us and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you for listening to Cinematic Sound Radio. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email us at cinematicsound@yahoo.com. Don't forget to check us out at cinematicsound.net on the web, CinSound Radio on Twitter, and Cinematic Sound on Facebook. And if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, please take a moment right now to rate and review the show. It really helps get the show noticed. And don't forget to tell all your friends about the program as well. We really appreciate the support.